Okay, it's 5:15, and this is the March 19, 2026 meeting of the North Shore Board of Fire Commissioners. And we have in attendance Commissioner Admin, Commissioner Woolham, Commissioner Byers online, and I'll be chairing the meeting, Commissioner Pratt from Station 61. All right, any public comments?
All right, and then note that Webster's.
Oh, sorry, and Commissioner Webster has got an excused absence. Thank you. Public comment submitted. Anyone online? Not seeing anyone. Nope. Okay, consideration of the agenda. Any
I have one.
Suggestions for additions?
I have one item to discuss,
Commissioner Admin?
and that is the scheduling, frequency, and cancellation.
Hold
on, Eric.
We gotta train you up.
I'm not IT, but I will see what I can figure out here.
There's one that says ball.
Well, yeah, is there one that's a volume here? Are you good with this team? I don't see a volume. See master, and then I tried to turn up the volume on here and it won't. So the people that were using.
Say something, Eric.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, better.
Yes.
Better. Is this fun?
Is that loud enough?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Admin?
Okay, so the item that I wanted to bring up, I actually got inspired by visiting Beatriz the other day. I saw her when I came to 61 for a meeting, and she said that, so the item specifically, the topic is the scheduling, the frequency, and the cancellation of our North Shore Fire District meetings. And that's the item.
Okay, so Commissioner Admin is proposing an additional agenda item, the scheduling of North Shore meetings. Any discussion on that? Nope. Okay, it would be item 4, number 2. All in favor of adding that item to the agenda, say aye.
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 Adam, are you gonna vote?
Yes, I said aye.
Sorry, and aye. Okay. So that will be agenda item number 2, scheduling of North Shore meetings. Okay, any other additions? Okay, moving on. Item number 4, or excuse me, number 1 on our agenda is the regular meeting minutes from January 22nd. Chair would entertain a motion to accept.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Lisa?
Lisa, there you go.
Aye.
And aye. Okay, thank you.
Future, we've changed the way that so we don't have to motion and second. So the way that the Mills and the chair asked if there were any, corrections or amendments, and then otherwise hearing none, the chair declared the minutes approved.
Copy.
So that, but for future.
All right.
So with admin and buyers.
Acclamation. Or lack of.
Okay, item number 2, discussion of scheduling of the North Shore meetings. Commissioner Admin?
Sure. So I happened to be at 61 the other day for a meeting, and Beatrice was talking with me about what's on the agenda for this meeting, and that there's really basically nothing on the agenda aside from approving the minutes from a prior meeting, which I think the prior meeting didn't really have much on it either. So I guess my question is, I feel like we should establish I know we need to have a standing meeting, or I believe my understanding is we need to have a standing meeting in case there's business to be conducted. But I guess maybe we should establish a procedure where we have like a cutoff point that if there is no meeting, we have an option, or no business of substance, we have an option to cancel the meeting, or just somehow so we don't have a less than necessary meeting scheduled. So that's my thought for discussion.
Commissioner Edmund, are you thinking quarterly or?
Yeah, I was thinking something like maybe quarterly would make sense. I mean, I don't know if the same thing could be true of the shoreline meetings as well, but that's for them to decide. But just Beatrice indicated it would probably simplify meeting noticing and those type of things, and scheduling and packets and so on. So, and I don't know if anyone else there, Beatrice or anyone else, wants to speak to this topic.
Is there a legal requirement for how many that we need to have?
Yeah, that's my question, is what is our legal obligation? And I think it's once a month.
It's actually, because I asked Brian about this too when we were doing the RFA, and some I'm not advocating for this, but some do one a year. But Brian did say that you're better served, a best practice is to do like at least once a quarter, if not a monthly. But what he did say was kind of what I think Eric is alluding to, is maybe set all the meetings but then cancel them. You know, set them monthly if you want to, or set them quarterly if you want to, but unless there is a need to actually have it, cancel it. Because that's easier, to cancel it than to actually have it, and or to add special meetings and so forth. Because when Beatrice has to, like, when we change a meeting because we're going to be at a conference or whatever, then it triggers not only the RFA meeting, but also whatever the district meeting is that's along with it, which is multiple. It's just more work. And so it would be nice to have that streamlined. I can reach back out to them and find out if we went to once a quarter, would that be okay? And my understanding is that it is okay. It's just not best practice, but some of those districts are still functional and they still have less meetings. I mean, they're actually doing, business.
Yeah.
The big deal is, we don't have a payroll or something like that is requiring us to do something monthly. If we had a payroll or bills to pay or something like that, then that might be a different, issue. But especially as things continue to trail off of the need for District 16 and eventually District 4, then I think there's definitely an argument to go less.
Yeah, I think my personal preference would be to keep them on the books at once a month and cancel as needed, rather than reducing to once a quarter or less. So.
And when our approach on this was just to work with the chair of the board and say, hey, we don't have anything coming up on this next meeting. You okay with canceling it? And then just sending out the email, say we're canceling it.
Yeah, I'd like a kind of a cutoff date for that decision, right? So that it gives people enough lead time. It's not happening the day before.
Yeah. And certainly we would update the website and stuff.
Yeah.
And we have a 24-hour
You have to do.
notice that you have to,
Yeah.
but it would be, I would say, I usually get my agendas, a week in advance, normally.
Yeah.
So it would give enough days that I can then email the chair and say, there's nothing, I only have minutes, would you like to cancel this meeting? And you can always have put a special meeting.
Yeah.
And back in play for it.
I'm thinking a week out. I don't want to do it the day before, because then
No.
people are potentially, like you're potentially planning on trying to get here.
Yeah.
That's not respectful for you or to you. So I would say a week out, we say, go, no go.
Okay. Everyone comfortable with this plan moving forward?
I'd say we can give it a try and, see how it works. I mean, I'm just trying to make life simpler for everybody. So
Thank you.
I don't have strong feelings about this, but since the idea came up, I thought I would mention it.
Yeah, and we may find that we need to tweak it too. But thank you.
Commissioner Byers or Commissioner Woolham, any thoughts or comments?
Nope, whatever's easiest, I think sounds great.
All right. Okay, we have no further items on our agenda. And so without objection, I will adjourn. See you guys in the next meeting.
And now you just